I'll start by saying, Seattle U is a really good basketball team. Since I've been here, it's been a rivalry and a game that is great for the city. It's always been a tight game. They always fight us really hard. You got to give them a lot of credit. They were really tough. I thought our guys did a really good job on their two best players, which I thought was the difference in the game. But anyway, winning is good.
What was your blood pressure when PJ went down?
I was more my blood pressure when he dribbled it off his foot. But he went down. PJ's the guy's been an iron man. He's played a ton of minutes. I can tell, when we got back from Anaheim, the biggest thing that I was really worried about was the energy of our team. And those guys fought. Seattle U went on a 19-8 run at the end of the first half and took the lead. And we told the guys it was a lot like last year. We were down 7, and you just got to come out, and this is what we have to do. We have to rebound better. We were +4. We got to defend the line better. They were 4 for 20. And then we want to get the ball in the paint, not settle for threes. And we had 40 points, or we were 40-something in the paint, where Braxton and Frank really stepped up and were big for us. It's not easy to win, but this team showed a lot of resilience, a lot of toughness, and found a way. And I'm just happy that we were able to come out with a victory.
It was Keon who, like I said earlier, that styles make fights, and that this was classic one of those. You guys are big, wanted to go inside. They're a little smaller, wanted to shoot. How much discipline did it take to
Oh, man, and you know what? The hardest thing for a zone defensive team that we play is when you put 4 or 5 shooters on the perimeter. It spaces you out. You're using a lot of energy. People think the zone is a little league baseball defense. A, better, swing, and then hopefully they miss. No, you got to force them to miss. You got to make them uncomfortable. There's rotations. There's different things, and their coach, Coach Victor does a really good job spacing them out. I've been doing this a long time. They've got one of the most premier shooters in the country in Cameron Tyson. He is as good as a shooter, and I thought our guys really, did a good job for the most part finding him, making sure he wasn't getting, quality looks. But it's difficult, Percy. The teams that have maybe 3 shooters, 2 shooters, for us, that's good. 4 or 5, not good.
Are you guys getting more comfortable with your size and knowing how to find Braxton and how to find Frank and like get it themselves?
We still need to get better. I felt like in transition they were open 3 or 4 times and we just didn't find them. And that's also confidence in the passing, and some, a bad shot's better than a good turnover. And so we got to make sure, but those guys got to go and be big. I thought in the second half they played big, not play small. They were playing in front of the rim. They were going on the glass. They were, competing. And I thought the game changed when we put the 2 big guys in together. I think it was a 1-point game. We were trying to get some momentum, and they came in, and we were worried a little bit about Frank because he hasn't had a lot of reps there. That's the lineup that we have to get more reps together. But boy, their energy and their size got us that 6-point lead, and we didn't look back.
That was as good a game as I've seen Braxton. I'm sure you too. What was the cause behind that?
No, I've seen it. We've seen it in practice. We've seen it in behind closed doors. We know what he can do, and that's what we get so excited about this team. And a big concern for me was them at the foul line. Frank and Braxton, and I think tonight they were 11 for 11. And I give a lot of credit to our coaches working with these guys day to day, getting them confident in their shooting. They go up there and they're able to knock it down, and that's a complete luxury when you've got big guys.
Those guys are pretty explosive. Probably what they need to work on is being able to shoot being fed low, because it seems like the guys are a little reluctant to feed them like that.
If I had to say what the lost art in basketball today is post passing, because most big guys want to shoot threes now. We've got old school guys. You watch NBA games, they never throw it in there unless it's Joel Embiid. So it's a little bit different, but a big thing is they're improving. Coach Jones works on them on not putting the ball on the floor because little guys come and dig, and Braxton a couple times, he's trying to get his balance, and he'll get better at that. But I'm telling you, when he gets it and he chins it and pivots on balance, he's going up to dunk on you. He is going to dunk on you. And now, if he gets fouled and he's aggressive, he's going to go to the foul line and make his foul shots. And I think that's a huge advantage as we move forward in the season.
Jamal Bay tonight and the last couple of games, at times he gets down low, and I call it bully ball, where he's just,
Wasn't he good tonight?
yeah.
He was good tonight.
I mean, trying to get him to do more of that, because it seems he exudes confidence
The,
when he does
the
that.
coaches have done a great job. We call it angles, and what we do is we play with contact finishes, and we haven't been great the last couple of years. And Jamal Bay, you can see him coming off 2 feet and powering through, and he did that tonight. And you look at the stat sheet, and they're not numbers that draw, hit you 10 points, 4 assists, 3 steals. It felt like the way that he impacted the game was like he had 30 points, 17 rebounds, his leadership, his energy in game, and it was all about winning. It wasn't about if he took the shot, somebody else took the shot. It was like, what's the most important thing? How can I help my team win? And I applauded him after, because I just thought the way that he impacted the game in so many different ways was huge.
Another guy that just seems to be building confidence every time he plays is Corin Johnson.
Yeah.
And I think you wanted to redshirt him, and with Noah going down, he just seems to be getting better every game.
Well, we wanted to redshirt him because he missed so much after having surgery. So we didn't have him. He didn't get the reps, and so he's still learning the plays and doing that. He is good enough to play in any program in the United States of America right away. And so to have a guy like that in that situation is a luxury. And he came in the last couple of games, even before, still learning, but boy, does he have great instincts. And he's still learning, like at the end when he shot that 3, you're in the bonus, like, get in the paint and let our big guys go and get to the glass and be aggressive. But, joy to coach, and he's only going to get better.
With Wooden turn the win and tonight's win, you feel pretty good about going into the conference now?
One game at a time. I believe that we have the ability to beat anybody if we play well. Our defense has been really playing well. We made some foul shots tonight, 22 for 26, which is big. We got to shoot the ball better. We got to have less turnovers. But I believe, going into anybody that we play, that we have the ability to win that game if we can execute the game plan. And so, yes.
Somebody told me, I don't know, that Frank's mom may have been here.
Yeah, Frank hasn't seen his mother, I think it's for 4 or 5 years. That was the first time that she'd ever seen him play a live basketball game. And so, pretty special stuff. At the beginning, you could see him pressing a little bit, but he's, that's the greatest thing about sport, families and getting to know the families and their backgrounds and where they come from. It's just, it's really, really, really special.
Did you have to say anything to him before the game?
Well, after when he came out the first time out, I said, buddy, just breathe, have fun. You're pressing a little bit. And then he made his foul shots. But you guys see him, how he plays. He plays with a passion and an energy that's really unmatched, The game at St. Mary's, he blocked the shot. He blocked it, ran into the stanchion, fell, got up, ran the full length of the court when Keon Brooks missed he got fouled on the dunk and dunked the ball. I mean, I wrote down on when I was watching the clips, I just go in capital letters, legendary. Like, you don't see that. That's the purest of just a high energy, give it everything that you got and everything that you do in your life. Special, special, special young man.
Hey, about your defense, sorry.
No.
There was a point there, 5 minutes and 29 seconds, they didn't score. What did you just say about your defense?
Well, when it's on, it's on. It has to be on for 40 minutes to be championship caliber. The last 6 minutes, we looked dead. We weren't active. They were getting the ball where they wanted to get it. Once we made some of the adjustments, it wasn't that easy. They still kind of got it, but it wasn't the first 5 seconds of the shot clock. We had to we made them work a little bit for it. We got some steals out of it. They missed some shots. But just like in the St. Mary's game or Fresno game, when we're locked in and ready to go, we've got the size in the paint, we've got the length on the perimeter, and it will be hard for teams.
How valuable is that as a teaching moment when you're looking at the clips to go 5 minutes here, we shut them down?
Oh, yeah.
But towards the end. Now we'll get a conference.
No, you're 1,000% right. You know, it's all about how do you grow and learn, and you got you're playing these games to have a great regulars. You got your preseason, your regular season conference, and then hopefully postseason, and you're just trying to build on that. And when you get to a point where you can play a 40 minutes of stealth defense and make it very difficult on every possession, and then finishing that with rebounding. That's the thing that we did against St. Mary's. We not only played really good defense, we out-rebounded a team by, I think it was 14, to a team that out-rebounds teams by 10 and above. And tonight, that's how Seattle U got into the game. We made a miss. I think they shot 37% from the field and 27% from the field. They just out-toughed us in offensive rebounds, and I think they scored 10 or 12 points off that. So we just got to keep getting better. Obviously, great teaching points, and just keep growing.
Have you got an update on Noah?
No, we're still in the process.
Has he got a chance to play again this year?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Percy, did you have something?
Yeah, I was just, about your threes. I know that you guys would like to limit 18 to like 5, but when they attempt 40, is that kind of like right into?
I think, well, it goes back to, you can say percentages, or you can say makes and misses. When you take 40, I mean, 5 or less would be, that's obviously the ultimate, but percentage-wise, we won that battle.
And then with like that as well, it seemed as if your zone also kept them from being aggressive. They only took eight free throws.
Yeah, you said but that's what they do, and that's how teams can beat you, is with a three-point shot. It's the great equalizer. You want to be able to win both ways. You want to defend it the best, and you want to shoot it the best. We haven't shot it the best, but we've got guys who can, and that will be our growth potential moving forward, because we've got the interior.
Conference play starts Thursday. Mindset change, or what changes?
DMGB, doesn't matter, get better. Let's go. Bring it on. Excited. I mean, the players want to play all these games. We want practice. Coaches want practice. Come on, we got to get better at this. We got to watch this. Games. It's like having a great snack. They can't wait for the next one.
Just one more. It just still seems like we see flashes of what Keon can do.
Yeah.
And we know it's got to be there. What does he need to do to put it all together?
Which Keon?
Keon Brooks.
Oh, he's like I thought in the Wooden Classic in Anaheim. He got lost in the game, which was a great thing. Like, he was blocking shots, he was rebounding. That stuff will come. He's an elite player. Made a 3 in the corner today. Looked really tired at the end of the first half. He really dug deep. And when I put him back, I took him out to try to give him a rest, came back. We made that little curl play, finished, I thought, through contact, which was really, really good. He made a 15-foot pull-up jump shot off a ball screen, which was really good. And, he's getting more and more comfortable with our group. And he's a guy, like I said, I think he's just scratching what he's going to be by the end of the season.
Do you think the other Keon is just going through some like freshman stuff?
I think so. I mean, he's so talented. But he gotta, he didn't have that energy. He usually has a pop and a smile going today. He didn't have that. And, being a freshman, there's always going to be ups and downs, but we know how talented he is, how good he is, and he's just finding his way as well.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Who are we rooting for this week?